All right, all right, all right, all right. How are we doing on this actually pretty nice weather uh, for a Wednesday in July? For those of you who are in Florida, um, the low temperature tonight will be 64 degrees. Yeah, not quite windows open, not quite having the windows open, but they will be open in the morning. Might be able to have the windows open half of the day tomorrow. We're only going to hit 80 degrees, low humidity. I love it. I love it. This is the good part about living in the middle of nowhere, somewhat similar to up north. So how are we doing? Not a whole hell of a lot going on. Craig, how you doing? David, don't forget, for those of you who are going to watch this on replay, 7 o'clock tonight, I will be live over on the men's channel. I put a community post out with the link to that. Almost getting to Kyle type late. I know I pushed it to 12:05. I was looking at Twitter. Um, I was reading about, boy, it's so weird, kind of how like you don't realize the amount of time you're spending when you're like reading an article. I was reading about how some people are unhappy. I guess they released the body cam footage or the surveillance footage of when Brendan Lemieux found his father, and I guess there's something about sex addiction in the whole thing. I was in the middle of reading that, and then I looked at the clock and it said 12:05, and I said, "Oh, I should probably start. I should probably go live." Hungry, yeah. In fact, let me get back to it here. I didn't realize, I don't have a hard time spending time on Twitter as much as I would like to. And this I see that yesterday Robertson to a 1 year, $12 million deal. There's a big difference between these kids who want to get paid and some of these other guys who just want to try to help their team win. Um, that's a really odd situation. You would think Robertson would have been worth more than 12. Right, yeah, that's what I'm reading about. So police, this is from Twitter. Police body cam video from May 28th shows Brendan Lemieux discovering NHL star Claude Lemieux's body at the Florida warehouse, discussing his father's addiction struggles and a family confrontation the night before. Um, and so, yeah, I guess the New York Post put the story out yesterday, and I'm not even reading the post. I'm just reading what the reactions are, and it's, yeah. I mean, we live in this world where like nothing is private. You know what I mean? Hey, Kyle, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. You're awake. Okay. Hey, don't take a shower because you got to paint the house today. He just says that. David says they released it because someone got paid. Right. It's not for everybody. Yeah, I don't think I won't be reading it here live, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Um, it's cultures change, man. Things change. I was watching a video earlier today on uh, people dining and dashing, and I remember like as a kid it was like a joke. You know what I mean? And then you get older and you realize, yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that. But this, I suppose, like I don't want to read it, and I don't want to not read it. It's just nothing private anymore, you know. He says, I'm not against the idea of body cams nor releasing the footage to the public if there's a crime committed, but this just makes no sense. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Um, is if there had been foul play suspected, that's one thing. Kenneth says nothing is private anymore. That's why Jaws is streaming tonight. Yeah, it's funny, Kenneth. I was trying to explain to Donna this morning how, because she says, she's talking about our relationship, mine and hers, and she says, our relationship should give you plenty of content for the channel, for the men's channel. It's like I can't go on the channel, spilling the tea or bitching and complaining about the relationship I'm currently in. It's I don't feel like that's a good idea, you know what I mean? But it's funny because she figures I could relay any stories that her and I have to you all, and it would be a learning experience. So, and I kind of figured, you wouldn't want me to, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want somebody else going on their channel and talking about private stuff like that. But it's just weird. David says, honestly, you can't have it both ways. You want cams to supposedly protect us from police, then say goodbye to privacy. It's always a trade-off. That's very true. Hey, BAU, how you doing, buddy? Um, David, yeah, that's so true. That's so true. You know what I mean? It is. And look, people wanted the body cams and everything. Craig says some stuff needs to be private, even the mundane things. Right. Yeah, I mean, you see it, God, you see it now. It's like and it's not just girls, but you see a lot of women. It's like, you know, my husband and I got into a fight last night. Let's talk about it. It's like, why don't we not? If you learn an overarching message or a lesson, that's one thing. But going on and specifically saying, so this is what my person did last night, and who do you think was right or wrong? I don't know. Zuma says, Jaws, why are hockey fans so close-minded? Got into an argument with a Canadian fan saying soccer is soft and not a real sport like hockey or American football, saying it doesn't take skill like hockey. I mean, it does take skill. Zuma, I would suspect, and Ken, feel free to chime in here, I would suspect that you get a different response from a Canadian fan versus a USA fan. Now, for me, I can skate. I never had problems skating. But boy, coordinating the hand, people just take it for granted. Like if you've played, you know. You don't just take it for granted that you can skate and manipulate the puck at the same time. But the same thing goes with soccer. Remember, I told you guys this story last week, I think, where that's what I didn't like about. I love to play soccer, but the practicing, they'd make you take the ball by yourself and learn how to bounce it off your foot and then your knee and then your foot and then the knee foot. You know what I mean? I loathed entirely doing that. Could not stand it. I wasn't good at it. I was really not good at it. I didn't get any better at it. That's a skill. I just couldn't do it. So I mean, every sport's going to take skill, some kind of skill. It's different. Now, I would be interested, Kazuma. I would definitely be interested in testing the difference in the cardiac conditioning of soccer players and hockey players. Because I will say for sure that, in my opinion, those are the two sports where you need to be the healthiest in terms of cardiac. Now, I know football players, like certain positions, might disagree with that, right? But like wide receivers now, they run a long route, they're off the field. They gotta, you know what I mean? It's not like before where you didn't get as many substitutions in. David says, let me save you some time. One of the pillars of any successful relationship is that we as men are wrong. Just default to that to save time. No. It's very interesting, David, because that's actually, and I don't want to get off. I don't want to get off target here, but come to the stream tonight because it's that actually fits right in with the subject of the stream on the men's channel tonight. Wholeheartedly disagree. There is another option. Oh yeah, or even motocross. They're beasts cardio wise. Yeah, Craig, that reminds me of a story. After my dad had his heart attack and they operated on him and everything like that, he was telling me how he was going to try to do a nice relaxing sport like water skiing. And I kind of looked at him. I'm like, do you have any idea the strength and endurance it takes to water ski? Like, I was surprised that he hadn't thought of it. I water skied a few times when I was in the service, and I thought I was in shape. I thought I go to the gym, I'm benching, yeah, you know what I mean? And I tried to water ski, and I was like, I could do it, but I was like, oh hell no, this it's heavy duty on the cardio. Kenneth says, if I'm going to play the advocate, sure, hockey is tough, but much like saying what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, what happens on the ice stays on the ice. In soccer, it gets personal, I feel. Yeah, I'll agree with that from the stories that Kazuma's been telling me, right? Like, I don't think there's any episodes of, like, fans beat. I mean, I know people get into fights, right? Kazuma says soccer players run an average of 7 to 9.5 miles. Hockey players skate an average of 3 to 5 miles. All right. I'm curious, Kazuma, and this is just my curiosity here. Does that amount of time account for standing still? So, like, if a soccer player is standing still, or if how's that? I should just say, how is that statistic formulated? Dave says hockey is 2 to 3 minutes at a time. Then you got to rest. Where basketball is more drawn out. You can't just line change at will. Yeah. The soccer players have incredible endurance. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I haven't played soccer since I was a kid. Like I said, I was just a ball hog, so they put me in net. They said, that's it. We're not going to let this guy have the ball anymore. For soccer, it goes down to 9 miles from the resting and then full press up to 11 miles. Gotcha. Hey, JC, good to see that the wife still lets you use the internet. Soccer is one of the easiest games. It's why it's popular worldwide. I mean, to an extent, I don't know if easy is the right. I mean, the skill is different, right? If I ever have some time and I'm curious want some sports horror stories, look into the Belgrade Derby or the Old Firm, the most insane soccer rivalries there are. All right. Yeah, I'll have to check. I'll have to check that out. I haven't heard of. I've heard enough. My horror stories don't match. You know what I mean? You know, the Dolphins and Jets fans would get into a fight in the third quarter in the Orange Bowl. The girlfriends would take the tops off to get everybody to stop fighting. And that's about as difficult as it got. You know, good thing there was no internet back then. Good thing. It's the most accessible sport for sure, but it's definitely not an unskilled game. No, man, they pissed me off. Like, they wanted me to learn how to, to ball handle. I'm like, I'm faster than everybody. I could just run. Why I got to learn all this skills of handling the ball and all of that? I just run past everybody. I was too lazy about it. Zuma says also a soccer ball is faster than a hockey puck. Really? The record for a hardest soccer kick is 131 miles an hour. That's wild. I would have never guessed that. Huh. kick the ball in the goal. What could be simpler? Well, yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know. That would be actually pretty good rage bait. Actually, that's the key. I'll start a anti-soccer YouTube channel, right? That just rage baits everybody into watching it and arguing with me. See that's right there. David's giving me the idea, right? Just start a channel with that attitude of come on, kick the ball in the goal. How hard can it be? And yeah, actually might be a good idea, David, as long as they don't hunt me down and eliminate me. The Hungry is saying it's not in terms of the well, let's see. What is the hardest recorded soccer kick? What's the fastest recorded soccer kick? This is Google. According to Google, the fastest officially recorded and verified kick is 80 miles an hour. Oh, those are kilometers. It's kilometers. I presume that's what might get you. No, but now it says unofficially Brazilian midfielder Ronnie Henderson holds the most famous legendary strike at 131 miles an hour during a free kick in 2006. Well, now how is the fastest officially recorded and verified kick 80 miles an hour? But some dude did it at 131 miles an hour. So let me see. Let me look at this. Hold on. Let me look at it here. Oh, come on. Does it have to be a short? Let me full screen it. The camera can't keep up with the ball to really even get an idea of how fast it is. See, they're saying kilometers per hour. They're not putting in the miles per hour. So yeah, that's the question, Kazuma. How come the one that's 80 miles an hour and then the next one is 130? David says to each their own, but to me, soccer is not my top 10 sports to watch or play. Not disparaging any sport, just not impressed with soccer. I wouldn't mind the field being smaller. Like if you shrunk the field by a lot, it could be really exciting. Like if the field was small enough to where you could legitimately score a goal from any spot on the ice, right? On the ice. Yeah. Kenneth, I believe by speed of the impact to release badminton is the fastest. Huh. I could start a female tennis channel, not video, just the sounds of females playing tennis. That's wild. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, if but we have to have some kind of video to put it to, right? We'd have to have some kind of like. What if you put those sounds, but the video is fishing? Hey, Diggs. Yeah, there was a slap shot last year. It was 114. Kenneth says the soccer discrepancy explains the whole Jet Greaves contract dispute. I still can't get over that. Tennis is 163. That's crazy. That's wild. Stand there and take a soccer ball to the chest and a hockey puck and tell me which one is fast. I'm good. We'll let Kyle test that one out. Hungry. Yeah, either way, they both will hurt your face. So the guy I argued told him to stand in front of a kick. Yeah. Yeah, you see, like I like that idea. David, soccer's better if they allowed unlimited contact. Yeah. Isn't that called rugby, though? I've never really paid attention, so I'm probably wrong. Tennis hub. I like that, Craig. That's great. Tennis hub. I can't imagine I'd get copyrighted, though, right? Like, it might get, I think I ate a gnat. Like, it might get through in the beginning, but eventually probably get copyrighted. Yeah, it's rugby. Yeah, soccer with full contact, right? Yeah, rugby, you can pick up the ball. I saw a video to David's comment. Aesthetically, I like women's beach volleyball. I saw somewhere, was it? I think it was women's soccer. I believe it was women's soccer. Boy, I got this net where the league put out a memorandum of sorts to the stations that are covering their sport, telling them to reduce the sexuality of the camera angles. So they told them to stop zooming in and showing the girls in specific positions that are subject to the male gaze. So I got a good giggle out of that. Plus, one factor soccer has over hockey is the heat. You'd rather play in a cold arena than 100 degrees for 90 minutes. No doubt about that, Kazuma. I don't think I could do 2 minutes out there now. What's the general age where a soccer player gets old? Is it still like 30, 35 like most sports? There's a hybrid sport in Russia that is a mix of basketball and MMA. Okay, so now we have to look that up. We have to look this up. Sport, and this is what you have to do in July. Sport in Russia, mix of MMA and basketball. Let's see. Dagestani basketball or wrestle ball. All right, so we're going to YouTube. We're gonna attempt to do this. We did this last year, and the stream got taken down. But that was so long ago. Let's see. Dagestani basketball, wrestle ball. Oh, no way. All right, hold on a second. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. This is wild. This is wild. Okay. All right, let me share the screen. Hold on. Yep. Oh, hey Zach. Hey Zach, how you doing, bud? You've been more entertained by tortoises mating than soccer. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you, bud. Yeah, who's going to watch that without the favorite angles? I get it. I get it. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. This is wrestling basketball. Dang, this net is killing me. All right, let's see what we got here.
Basketball, rest ball. You wrestle and you score points in the hoop, right?
If the stream gets nuked,
how they go about this.
I'll see you tonight.
Now I don't know
7.
who came up with this, but by the time I finish this video, they should have some of my questions for them answered.
Never know. Oh wait, this is
wow.
Wait.
So obviously it's matted, right? You definitely don't want to be slamming people, throwing people
where's
on
the
a regular basketball
part?
court. I mean, it would be fun to watch, but it's not safe at all. So looks like right now just 2 people in the center. Oh, his foot stepped out, though. His foot stepped out. I think they wrestle to see who gets the ball first.
They
that's
wrestle
pretty
to
cool.
see who gets the ball
we just
first?
saw, instead of the tip ball as they do in basketball, right? The jump ball, as they say, you wrestle to see who gets the ball first. Wow. Let's make it a goal. Next time they have an event like this, let's make the audience completely filled, man. Come on, man. Okay. So Red has possession of the ball. Okay, they're not required to dribble. Okay, that's another difference between this and basketball. Okay. Oh, look at this. Okay. Little layup, didn't score. All right. So it looks almost a little bit like rugby rules a little bit, right? You just have to carry the ball.
I wonder
you have to pass it, but you don't have to dribble. Okay, it makes sense. I mean, dribbling would be a little hard on mats, right? I don't know about you guys if you've tried dribbling on wrestling mats before, but I assume the ball doesn't have the same amount of bounce, right? So, okay, that makes sense. So there's elements of
rugby in the XFL, they had the ball recovery scramble.
But if you notice, the ball did bounce, right? Okay, all right.
Well, they don't have to. They don't have to dribble.
Oh, that was a great pass behind his head. Wow,
this is actually
so far no one scored points yet.
You get into it,
but here's some replays, right?
Full contact. It looks like basketball.
You can interfere with their shots, right? That's something. Oh, never mind. You can't. Oh, that's how you get a free throw. Okay, nice. Okay, so if your shot gets interfered with, you get. It looks like a free throw. Again, I could be misinterpreting the rules, but in basketball, right? If like he already is launching the shot and like you mess with his hands or you grab him or something, that's not allowed. Right? So it looks like they might be sticking to that. Again, we'll figure out the rules as we keep commentating.
Hold on a second. So let me see if I can, because it looked like there was a couple of things. This is not gonna hold our. Here we go. Here, let's Here we go. Okay. Boy, my computer's moving slow. All right, here we go.
Wrestlers run the court.
There you go.
In Dagestan, the only rule is dominate. Every possession is a takedown opportunity. When wrestling is in your blood, domination is inevitable. Is this more entertaining than the NBA? This is what happens when you let Dagestan wrestlers run the court.
It's like football, basketball, wrestling.
In Dagestan, the only rule is dominate. Every possession is a takedown opportunity. When wrestling is in your blood, domination is inevitable. Is this more entertaining than the NBA? This is what happens when you let Dagestan wrestle.
That's kind of wild.
Let him cook now. Let him cook.
More. Yeah, they're just beating the crazy, just tackle them with the ball. They obviously take it pretty seriously. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Kenneth says, I would still prefer the women's version of this sport, right? Yeah, the lingerie football league. I thought they still had that around. Now, Australian rules football, is that not just rugby? Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the whole beginners rules. Oh yeah, because you could kick it. That's right. You could kick it in the middle of the thing, and hold on, let me share the thing. You can just like kick it at any point in time. Aussie rules is rugby, but more intense.
In the world.
Buddy Franklin under the scene.
Yeah, you got like it looks like a bunch of candlesticks for goalposts.
Otherwise known as Aussie rules, AFL or footy, Australian football is chock-a-block full of non-stop action, athleticism, hard hits, and heart-stopping moments.
Shade from the boundary needs to be inch perfect. Yes.
This is Australia's game.
Not even kidding. The Professional Men's League, the AFL, is the most attended.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Look at this.
This is Australia's game.
Hold on.
Not even.
Come on, man. Look at that. Come on. We the McDonald's wrap around the goalposts. Come on. Don't let the NFL see that. If the NFL sees that, you know that's coming. Man. That's crazy.
Kidding. The Professional Men's League, the AFL, is the most attended domestic sports league in the world per capita. It's made up of 18 teams across the country.
The AFLW is the women's competition, formed in 2017 and growing rapidly ever since.
How come these guys
let's talk some basics. On game day, two teams play each other on a field shaped like an oval. A starting lineup consists of defenders, midfielders, and forwards.
His ear
You've got to be fit to play this sport. Players can move anywhere on the ground and perform any role during the game. Games are split into 4 quarters, with time added for stoppages in play. The game starts with players from both teams fighting for possession of the ball.
We are away, and Grundy out the back was able to get it to Pendlebury.
The stream got nuked on Facebook.
Down the field and score. This is done in one of 3 ways. You can't throw the ball.
YouTube will be next. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just sitting here and I got the notification. They cooked me on Facebook. I'll probably lose my account or some shit now. Let me see. AFL's biggest hits. Let's see what that is. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. All right, sure. We'll try this. Hold on a second. Like I said, if the stream gets nuked, hold on, let me close this out. Watch NASCAR. All right, let's see here. Hey, it's summer. I have to we'll make it a tradition where at least once a summer I get a stream nuked for streaming copyrighted stuff. It's fine. But Facebook nuked me for sure.
Wow, that is up.
Boy, those are some outfits they got on, eh?
Okay, that's a dangerous position to be in.
Connor, you're free. It's a push.
I mean, there's no pads. Let's see.
Yep, hold the play.
Oh!
Gee.
Wow!
Talked about the tools at the Hawthorn
Okay, yeah, that hurt.
end of the ground. Jeremy Howe! I reckon has he been knocked out? Yeah. It's a huge collision, and this is a big jarring blow for Collingwood's finals chances. He has been knocked out clean.
He's out
against him,
let's
but
see.
As you said, BT, both players just going
he
straight
hit
for
it back
the
of
ball,
his
massive
head
knock.
I don't
it's
think
good to
that
see
was
he's actually
collision.
moving his
I
arms
think that
down
was
there,
the back
communicating
of
with
his
the
head.
trainers.
Read it well. Handball over the top he goes. Cleary. Can he run onto it? Boom! Crash opera. In they went.
That could be a broken leg.
Oh, Archer. That could be.
I wonder what. I wonder what a soccer player's reaction would be like
Let's hope this boy gets up now. So he's over it.
Oh,
Archer's a little unsure, isn't he? And he doesn't go low.
Except for St Kilda taking some hard chances. Stocker. Turn the body side on.
I mean, they do this in shorts with no pads. That's the thing that gets me. Oh, man, that dude's hip is going to be hurting for a while.
Now still a chance. Yanapudi go back inside 50. Bernard Jones collided into by Pearce. Going for the footy. Look at it here.
Yeah. Oh, did he get him in the forearm?
Just the last split second we take it off the ball.
There's a video of two dudes what's the name? What is it? Is it in this sport?
Man in Evans. Right? May had a decision to make. Evans collected Moyer. Is this his fourth? No. We got a free kick here.
Nope.
For the charge, he looks wobbly on his feet. He's going to have to come off for an HIA before he got up. Coming off.
Oh, he barely got clipped there. Yeah, Horvoka signed, so yeah.
Dangerous ball.
I don't need that on.
Oh, Stewart.
Yeah, so we can. They only signed Horvoka to the 1 year.
Okay, we'll have a look at that.
So
Yeah.
that didn't look
Certainly
like
live,
that.
it didn't look like he got him high. So that confirms
You
that.
were pumped for Horvoka getting that assist at the end of the season. I guess he would have. He didn't have much interest anywhere else. It took us long enough to get him signed.
Her medical help
I was hoping that, you know,
on report for
he's
striking
developing
here.
into something
Looks like
because
he's
of
been
his size,
knocked
but
out there.
it's just so limited
And that is a bit of
opportunities
trouble.
now.
Yes,
And
the outside
now we got
clean it up.
Gudis
Long
for we signed Gudis for 12 years.
Brilliant contest from
That's
two
$50
players.
a
They're both
year.
sore. Hopefully they're both okay.
That was such a weird thing.
That was
I
nasty,
honestly
Joey.
still feel like we gave Gudis the 6 years.
You're always going to come up at it.
I know it sounds stupid to think we did that to show Bob we would have given somebody 6 years.
Spark out.
That don't make any sense. It's been a very weird offseason.
As you can see, he's just gone back without any concern.
There's his average hits,
He
one
took the
true
full
human
brunt
destruction.
of
YouTube.
Smith coming through in that contest, and they
See,
would have seen
Hopu
each other
wipeouts.
at any stage, so that would have
What
come
the
out of the
hell is
blue.
that?
And green lit to go. He's had
Hold on.
two.
Is that what you meant to type? Tia Hopu? Let's see. Must be. Let's see. All right, so we're surfing. Okay, so now we're going to transition to surfing here. Hold on a second. That's surf. Yeah, why not? All right, let's see what this does. My algorithm is going to be foobar now. All right, let's see.
Oh, sort you out
we don't need
real
to see
quick.
you talking about it, though.
You don't have to. It won't take long before she lets you know what's really going on. You know, in Tahiti, I ripped my whole chin off. I hit the bottom and tore my whole face off. I had to put it back on. And if I would have got knocked out, I probably wouldn't be sitting here giving you this interview because people.
Unbelievably perfect.
Show it to us. Here we go. Over. I'd still be more afraid of the shark in there. Here we go. We're doing all right so far. Is she gonna get? Oh, no, he did not. Oh, come on! They cut it off before the best thing. It's pronounced Chopu. Oh, is that right? 2 feet over a deep range of sharp coral. Oh. Oh. Oh, I see. That makes a difference. I see. It's the middle of July, man. We're trying to get the stream nuked by streaming copyrighted material. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Dietrich. Oh, ow. Oh. And so the coral reef, so that wave is being formed because the coral reef is right there. And when they crash out, They just hit. Oh God, I see. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're just hitting the reef. Yeah, because it's just that one wave, right? It's just that one spot. So you hope for the best, but that can't be worth it. I mean, I guess. All right, are you gonna make it through? No, they're cutting off. They're cutting them off too soon. Yeah, on top of Pearl, right? Oh, geez, that one's huge. Almost gonna get through now. You wipe that too many times. You need sand below, yeah, because it's so shallow, just outside of the reef, the hundreds of feet deep. Gotcha. Yeah, so that wall of water hits. That's wild, man. But it's just that, oh my God, look at this. So it's just that one wave, and I guess you just wait for it to continuously come back. I don't know, man. I mean, I'd rather Mike surf with the sharks than knowing that when I crash out, there's all that coral. I mean, you can't control yourself. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, that looks like fun. Yeah, I'll stick to my little Spider-Man boogie board. We still got all the kids' boogie boards, man. Right? I'll stick to that. Kenneth says, okay, Jaws, here's a question. Will the NFL ever experience a 1-point safety in its entire league life? College football has had it happen twice. What's the rule? I got to remind myself. Right, it occurs exclusively during a point after touchdown or a 2-point conversion. If a safety is committed by either team during this play, the opponent is awarded 1 point. Well, how would you get a safe? I guess if it went out. Oh, it'll probably definitely at some point happen, right? If the defense intercepts or recovers the ball on a PAT or 2-point, advances it out of the end zone, and then subsequently is tackled or fumbles the ball back into their own end zone where it's down. Yeah, I think that'll eventually happen, right? Eventually there will be another Leon Lett. I would put my money on yes, that eventually will happen. Dave says that's one of the most dangerous waves. Oddly enough, a spot called Jaws, also famously dangerous, but for a different reason. Yeah, I mean that's what kept me out from going out there. You know what I mean? Like I can't tell you how many times I'd be fishing, and the guys would be talking about their surfing, and they'd be like, yeah, I saw a big bull shark swimming underneath me, but I just ignored him. And I'm like, how? How do you just know? It's like, oh, hi, Mr. Shark. What are we doing? It's a 60-foot plus wave, tall wave in Hawaii. Let me see. What is that? PEHL. My algorithm is going to be all surfing now. Let's see. PEHL. Is there a video? Let's see. Hold on a second. This is the one Dave was talking about. A couple minutes of this. Oh. That one looks like it comes down a lot quicker. That looks awfully difficult to ride coming down at that speed. Like it doesn't, like it's up and then it's down. Like that's tough. It doesn't have much, like you're boom. Like it's so fast. Like it's crashing on top of you. Oh, man. You have to try to stay up higher. And I guess that shows you what happens if you try to stay up higher. That's a hard one. That one looks like he's doing. Oh, and he just fell. The water, you can tell it gets all choppy there towards. Like it's not flat water. It's not smooth like you see a lot of times. Woo. No. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, hold on a second. I seen Kenneth, you're saying a game could technically start 6-1. That's true. Yeah. I mean, it eventually has to happen, right? It eventually has to happen. It's not too hard, honestly. It kind of surprises me that it hasn't happened yet, right? Because you get now if you return, if a team is going for a 2-point conversion and you pick 6, it's 2 points, right? So you would think that at some point something stupid like that would have happened by now. Augie says there's many more things dangerous in the sea than sharks. That's true. Don't what the hell is it called? Skipjack. You ever get stung by a skipjack? My dad got finned by a skipjack so bad one day we had to leave the pier. He had to go to the hospital. He thought he was going to die. Like his whole hand he was in rough shape. He had a bad reaction. Yeah, like giant squid. That too. The record holder by a German surfer, Sebastian Studner, he caught the historic 86-foot wave. Man, that's wild. Sebastian Studner. That's crazy. There it is. Here's the was this the Guinness? Here's the one where he breaks the record. It's only a minute long, so I'll put this up. There we go. All right, let's see. Boy, that water looks sharky. All right, so there's normal ways. So where's the big one? That's what she said. I was promised the big one. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, man, that wave is helping them out too. It is just riding. He's just perfectly on the crest. Boy, it looks like he's going so fast. Like it almost looks he got through it. Wow. And the speed he picked up, it almost doesn't look real. That looks pretty
Jetzt ist er.
But then right here, he just picks up speed. It almost looks like he gets on a jet speed. Look at that. Boom.
Das wird eine enge Kiste, ja. Das wird eine enge Kiste, Mann.
That's crazy. And then he gets through it at the end. Good stuff. Craig says, oddly enough, great whites only claim 3 to 6 deaths a year versus the box jellyfish, which is between 50 to 100 per year. Not being able to see them until it's too late. Yeah. I remember as a kid, we used to walk on the beach and you know, you step on the jellyfish. Nowadays, they'd probably get taken to jail. I wonder how many of the things that we used to do normally as kids, you would just get taken to jail now. Oh, you've seen people getting concussed by tarpons? Oh, I believe that. Absolutely. Your mom got stuck by a stingray. Oh man. Was it Kyle or Matthias? I think it was Kyle. Kyle got absolutely traumatized by a manatee. So we used to go, if you know where Sebastian Inlet is, on the intercoastal side, there's a little cove there. People use it as a beach, and people come with their jet skis and whatnot. It's probably a lot more crowded now than it used to be. But it was a nice, calm area where there'd be some families, but not a ton of people. And the manatees love to come into that cove. And one time I'm sitting there talking to Kyle, and so we're face to face, and his back is, I can see what's behind him, and to see the manatee just slowly coming up behind him, and the manatee basically bumped right into him. Kyle walked on water. Absolutely walked on water. He flew. And he just and me and his mother, I mean, I think his sister was there too. Like, we were just dying laughing. And then it wasn't even a big one. It was just a medium-sized manatee, but it scared the bejesus out of him. And I don't think he remembers it. He probably doesn't remember it. He might have been, I don't know, 8. He might have been 8 or 9 years old. He says, also, dolphins have the greatest PR in the world. Those things are a menace and nobody talks about it. The thing I didn't like about the dolphin is whenever they came around the pier, kiss the fish goodbye. Fish are gone. There's dolphins. Fish are gone. Stupid porpoise. Wonder if any Panthers are catching waves right now. Yeah. Just don't break anything, guys. Yeah, live on Flying Fluffy Aquatics, right? Also a place in Northern California called Mavericks, 60-foot plus waves, really cold water, and great white sharks. No, I'm going to skip on the great white sharks. I'm going to skip those for sure. There's the sister place, Nazar in Brazil. Templars were establishing these places after they were hunted by the church and all. Where it was great white. Did I miss great white? Oh, I see what you're saying. Always where I missed out. My biggest fear when I surfed was pushing through a wave and having a Portuguese man-o-war wrap around. Oh, God. I don't think, knock on wood, I've never been stung by a jellyfish. Can we ban great white? I know the threshold for chat banning people is high on this channel, but murdering 3 to 6 people a year seems like ground to ban. Nah, can't do that. Can't do that. Rockfish stings. What's a rockfish sting? See, now, hungry around here, rockfish is the name for striped bass. there's like several different names for the same fish. But here, what you would call a striped bass somewhere else, sometimes they're called stripers, but most of the time they're called rockfish. And I don't think the rockfish that we catch here will sting you. Dolphins, otters, and ducks are assholes. The ducks used to steal our bait off the pier. Dolphins literally kill fish for fun. They rip the gills out of sharks just for shits and giggles. They don't even eat them. They just sit there and watch them die. Maybe that's why people think that humans evolved from dolphins. I had a client a massage client, who had, I'm just relaying the story. All right, David, I'll see you tonight, bud. I'm just relaying the story. But she claimed that she had a past life regression done, and she had been a dolphin in a previous life. And so her house was just full. She had dolphin statues and dolphin art. And I mean, just like the whole house was done up in dolphin stuff. Not Miami Dolphins either. Rockfish, these fish that literally look like a rock with nasty spines. They love burying themselves in the shallows. That's not a what we used to, not a porcupine fish. Is that what I'm thinking of? There's something else that. No, a puffer fish. We used to catch puffer fish off the pier, and then they'd blow up, and you couldn't bring them in. Oh, I thought you were. Are you okay over there? All right, don't take a shower because you got to pressure wash the house. Huh? No, he's not going to do it. Now, in terms of the lionfish, I'm telling your lionfish story, Kyle. So this one time, Kyle was desperately trying to convince me and his sister that the beaches in Melbourne, in the area we were living in, had been overrun with sea lions. And there were sea lions all over the place. And they were even washing up on shore. And so we went back and forth a few times. Are you sure? Sea lions. You sure? Yeah, he was adamant. There was sea lions all over the place. They didn't know what the hell was going on. And of course, what he meant to be saying was lionfish. Yeah. So we called him Captain Sea Lion for quite some time. His sister will never let him forget that, for sure. You thought you had to reshingle the roof? Well, we did just get a new roof a couple months ago. So he got off light there. So, all right, that's enough butzing around. I will see you all. For those of you who want to show up, I made a community post. I'll be live on the men's channel at 7 o'clock. I got some things we can talk about just to hang out. Lionfish are great eating. I don't know I've ever heard anybody eating a lionfish. Huh. They don't look too appetizing, but you just never know. Like snakeheads are slimy and they look disgusting, but apparently they're delicious. So who knows? All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all hanging out in the dog days of summer. Won't be long before we got some sports to talk about. So appreciate y'all. If I don't see you tonight at 7 on the men's channel, I will see you mañana at noon.